I got some important important news. Well, it's not news, but um, update on some things. So we'll get situated, and then we will jump into have today. Uh, Safe Moon to the Moon. Safe Moon is moving. I haven't even noticed. Is it Safe Moon version 2 that's actually moving? 50 people here. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for so we're going to be going through an update. So there's an issue with the burn video that I need to address, and I apologize, but I'm going to show you the revenue that we have there, and I'm going to also, if you haven't noticed, I I delisted or unlisted the burn video, and the reason why um, is because there's just an issue with the CPM, and it's because of the type of video. And I, for some reason, in the back of my mind, knew this would happen, but I thought that in the beginning, as you're talking, you would talk about Shiba Inu, the title, the thumbnail, all of that stuff wouldn't matter, or that would matter more than the actual video itself or most of the video. But they treated it as a music video, so I can show you the short you put up was pretty cool. Really? Thank you. Thank you. I decided that I'm going to start doing more like shorts like that related to, finance and stuff on my main channel, and then I'll do MP shorts on. I'll do all of that, the updates on like stocks and things like that over there. uh, stop, stop making videos. Why? Why crypto never sleeps? Price you think it this year? Well, it's tough to say. We have to see what they're going to do when it comes to burning the coin, but then that's we just have to take in all that information, and if it does be a massive burn or a decent sized burn, then we can definitely see different prices. But I'm not going to give out exactly what I think it's going to get to, because it could possibly pull back all the way. Popularity could go away, and then we could see a lower price, so we could burn more. So and then we'll eventually see higher price again. So, anyways, we have 88 people here. I do want to wait till we get to maybe like 100 people. Make sure you guys hit that like button, then we'll get into kind of what this video is all about, or what this live stream is all about. Typically, we just go through some stocks and stuff, and things like that. But let's just switch accounts. I want to go to studio, and I want to show people exactly what's happening there um, with that Shiba Inu video, the burn video, right? Now, again, I did unlist it. So if I go over here, I did unlist the video. The reason why is because I think we can just do a better version where we get more money from it. Because right now, thousands of views are only giving you like $2. So if you go in here and you look at revenue, what we're seeing is we have and I know this may be complicated, we have $2.34 dollars in RPM. Typically, the RPM is around $10, if not way more than that. So what we're really seeing is, out of 22,000 views, we're only getting $44 out of it, which is absolutely way too low. And the way that they're classifying it is like a music video, because of all the music rather than just the Shiba Inu content. So I'm gonna have to put out another video as soon as this live stream ends in order to do that. So we're going to be burning off. I said that I would do it minus taxes, but this is $44. So I'm going to take $44, and we're going to burn off that much in coins today, just because I want to get this out of the way. And I think we will have some revenue on the 3rd, the 4th. not the 5th, I don't think, but it's going to be $2 per 1,000 views, which absolutely sucks. So I'm going to burn off what we have here. That's nowhere near what I believed it could have gotten to. Um, and oh, you're talking about somebody else. I think you were talking about. And we're gonna burn this off, but it sucks that it's only $44. It should have been way higher than that. We should have seen maybe a good 1,000, or maybe a little bit less than that. Maybe somewhere around like $600. So then half of that would have been 300. So we would have burned off $300 today. Or technically, I would have done it once YouTube paid me, but since it's so low, I'll just do it now. Yeah. Anyways, for anybody that has the video open, close it. It's unlisted. Nobody can see it unless you have the link for it. I'm not going to relist it. I'm going to basically post a new video for that. And hopefully, what we're going to do is that one's going to be me just explaining the method or the way that we get to a certain level, the potential of it, and then get it to about 8 minutes to 10 minutes. And then we'll play the ads over 8 minutes to 10 minutes. And if we get that video up to a level of 100,000, a million views, so we should see a lot more revenue. But I'm not going to keep going with this and have you waste your time for $2 per 1,000 views. That's horrible. It really is horrible because it could be a lot higher. I would definitely take over 22,000 views. I would take, $300, $400, but 44, no. So that's what I wanted to do. But yeah, that's what we're looking at here, and that's what we're gonna do. It is unlisted. I am gonna take this, and we're gonna be able to burn. So I have Shiba Inu here, and you know that I bought some yesterday. I think it was like $450 worth. So I'm gonna basically take $50 here today. I'm gonna withdraw it. Go to Shiba Inu. Take that. We're gonna find a crypto address. We have the burn wallet address. Adding that in there, pasting it. Use address, valid SHIB address, $50, not 50 SHIB. How much is $50 worth? Dollars worth. Can't do it by dollars. I have to do it by SHIB. So let me quickly up something here. What's the price right now? Second. 3.0000. Perfect. All right, so it's gonna be 1.5 million. I would be. So it's not a crazy amount, but 1.5 million is the way to go. One, and obviously would have a little bit in fees, so I'm just going to burn off 1.5 million. I'll pay the fees. Who really cares about that? So we're going to go through here and we're just going to burn off what we have here. I'm going to my it. I know the authenticator app just really changes no matter what, so I don't have it on this. Great. This phone is dead. So that sucks. Now I'm going to have to wait. I'm going to have to wait until I can get the authenticator app because my other phone that has the authenticator app is dead. So, anyways, we will come back to that. We'll come back to that in a little bit and we'll figure that out later. But right now, we're trying to burn off coins and we're going to see where Shiba Inu is. Shiba Inu is currently at 33.20. um, let's see. Your star, no problem. $44 is more than nothing. Yeah, it is. You're right, but it's just not. It's not good enough. Like I feel like I don't want you guys to waste your time and you know electricity or whatever you're actually wasting, your battery life, and not get a decent um, pull out of it, basically. So if we have a financial video versus a music video, you're gonna get paid a lot more in the financial video versus the video. So I feel like it makes sense for you to do something that benefits everybody in the community more. So um, yeah, bought a rubber chicken. All right, well that's good. Oh, that would be interesting. Yeah, that's probably the way to do it. Go and purchase $50 worth of SHIB and see what the number is. So it's 1.5, but I went the back route. Um, I should feeling so hard lately. I'm not. I just believe in the position, and something I believe in I talk about a lot. Just like I talk about Farmcoin or I talk about, Gitcoin quite a bit. I try to talk about things that people want me to express, and especially when I get a lot of comments on a video talking about, "Hey, can you explain this? Hey, can you explain this a little bit more? Or can you explain this a little bit more?" You know what I mean? So, uh I always like to answer those questions, and a lot of times when you answer those questions, you have to put out multiple videos in order to do that. So um, I don't think that's the case. I believe in something, and I'm going to keep buying it if I do believe in it until I get to a certain point, and then I will let it sit there. And eventually, as maybe YouTube or people start to forget about it, I won't post as much. I'll still believe in the position and still hold the position, but I just won't post on it much. Nice short, Matthew. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not having any issues with the audio personally. Well, that's good. I'm glad. You should collaborate with some of the other SHIB communities that will help spread the burn message. Yeah, I think in the next burn video, I think I need to uh clickbait hard. And not necessarily like fully clickbait, but clickbait hard. So that everyone goes and clicks on the video so that we can burn this coin. And I will express that right in the beginning of the video saying, hey, I understand that, we have the clickbait. This video is meant to burn this coin a lot. And if we get this video to, millions of views, then we can burn thousands of dollars worth of SHIB every single month. So I'm hoping that that's okay, but we'll figure it out, and I will do something to where I know you will get a high CPM. You'll have people that click on the video, and the people that click on the video that are in SHIB or want to get in SHIB won't be upset with the fact that I did that, just because it's meant to help SHIB as much as possible, But I don't really collab. Hey Chris, how you doing? I haven't seen you in such a long time, or even I saw you on YouTube. I mean, I probably don't get recommended for your videos, but I haven't seen you in a while. Thank you for stopping by the stream. I appreciate it. I saw, I think, one of your videos like a while back, and I commented on it. Uh, show you some love, especially since just coming back. But I don't know if you were still posting or anything like that. I hate that YouTube does that. Even though I'm subscribed to you, they take out like any type of recommendation or suggested videos if you don't watch them in a while. Where do you think SHIB can go? It can go pretty far. It can go pretty far. It just depends. And that's the old accounting answer is it depends. But the reason why it depends is because there's so many variables. Just like thing with AMC, there's so many variables. Oh, I love your stuff, man. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. That means the world. If people love what I'm doing, that means I'm doing a good job at least somewhat, I guess. Let me see if I can get into this authenticator app so I can burn off this SHIB. See. I don't even know if it'll let me do it because after a certain period of time, it must uh, stop. Bring this over. Take this, and I'm just going to burn off this shib. So, where's it at? Base. Right. There we go. Withdrawal has started. Boom. So that's being burned 1.5 million. We'll probably see that up there in a little bit, and you'll see the transaction come across. Action cross yet? That's it. There we go. We have a pending transaction of $54, which is about 1.6 SHIB, or 1.5 is being burned off. The rest is fees. So yeah, that will show up over here in the burn wallet uh, soon, whenever it does go through, and you'll see 1.6 that does come from wallet. So I'm very excited, uh, you know, just for this, but I'm also excited for what the future will bring for Shiba Inu as people burn it off. You see people burning off a million here, a million there, 3 million, 84,000, right, doing their part. Right? You see a lot of people burning off some. This cat is playing with a ball. This cat is weird. Well, I mean, I guess, I don't know. He's a dog at heart, I guess. But yeah, it's now pending, and we'll see what that ends up doing. But it'll go through. I withdrawed twice. You obviously saw that I withdrawed a couple of times there. So I sent it to that burn wallet twice. So the first time I had, uh, oh, it's all withdrawal. He knew this. Go to Gib. Then we'll go to withdrawals, and you'll see that I did withdraw 1.2 million in the past in October 29th, and then now I'm withdrawing another 1.5 or 1.6 basically. So, boom. This is how I know Matthew Perry is for real. Straight up burn money in front of us. So how much he believes. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Can you explain why you are burning off SHIB for us who are new? So when you burn off coin, you decrease the supply, right? You're taking the supply out of circulation. Now, when you take it out of circulation, you're ultimately increasing, or you can keep the demand the same, but the scarcity in the coin is going to rise, right? The amount of coins that are out there are going to decrease, which means that demand as it is will create a higher price. However, with a decreased coin, and just that thought of decreased coins creates more of a demand than what you had. So the increased demand with the decreased supply, you're actually looking at a higher price there. So it makes sense to burn coins if you do have the chance to burn coins. Is kind of the complete opposite of what Bitcoin is. So Bitcoin, you're mining coins. The scarcity in coins that are available is what makes Bitcoin so popular. It's not about the use case behind it. People can say it is. Yes, the overall thought process is to be able to use Bitcoin to buy things and use it as a form of currency, but um, I think it's more towards the fact that it's so scarce, right? Mining coins gets more difficult as it gets closer and closer to that ultimate max supply. So it it's different than what Bitcoin is, because Bitcoin, like I said, is um, scarce because of the fact that you have less that you're mining each year versus Shiba Inu that has the max supply out there, and you're burning off coins, which brings the price up and brings the supply down each year. So if the demand stays the same, supply goes down, price goes up. So if, let's say the supply goes down to 500 billion and gets burned down to 500 billion over the next 10 years, you're going to see that price rise from where it is to a crazy high price that you may not think is reasonable now, but you might think is reasonable, then. So does burning mean buying? No. So I buy the coin, and then you burn it. You send it to the black hole wallet to where it has from what people say is that they have a key. It has no lock, no key. It's literally just a black hole. Nobody can access it, from what I understand. They're saying that admins have a key, but I have not seen. I've only seen a couple of theories, and theories don't really, explain anything. Educational videos are more paid than music entertainment videos in general. Yeah, exactly. So I need to, like I said, delist that, and I did delist it. And I'm going to take this money that I have. I burned off the SHIB. It's going to take a while to pen to process, and then what I'm going to do is create another burn video, and hopefully you guys can support that. I truly do apologize because I kind of felt this in the back of my mind after I posted it. I was like, all right, well, if this doesn't take off like the other one, or this doesn't take off just like the other one did, then I'll do a new burn video that gets more people in here, that also has just strictly finance based stuff. And it sucks that I posted it and then realized that it's probably going to recognize it as a music video with all of the music that's playing. And music videos get paid, $2, $3 per thousand views, because there are so many music videos out there. Artists put their music on there. It's kind of like the makeup industry, or even fitness videos now, and vlogging, right? There's a lot of saturated markets that get paid less. And I think the business market, yes, it does have a lot of people, but it's not as many people as people that are doing reaction videos, or makeup, or vlogging, or music videos, all of that stuff. So I think I need to just step back, create that video. That will be the video that will watch anytime you want to burn Shiba Inu coins, and hopefully we can gain. I would love to gain 100,000 views per month on that video, so that we can burn off this. So we'll figure it out. Trial by fire. I think that's what it is. She color. I believe it will too. People don't understand, um, you know, timelines, right? Or understand how things can actually work throughout time. It's just crazy to say that people will shut down something so fast and not see the future, like, potential value in it. Right? It's just like, what people said about Bitcoin back in the day. It's just like, what people say about Tesla, what people say about Amazon. So many people shut it down, and then all of a sudden, boom, it blows up. Now where are those people now? They're over here, looking at another position to shut that down as well. All that negativity creates nothing positive for yourself. It really doesn't. So I'm not saying that everybody needs to jump into Shiba Inu now and just buy as much as you possibly can. No, I'm never saying that. I'm saying that you need to take an opportunity, see it for what it can be, and not what it is. So it just bothers the hell out of me that people say that. But I'm just gonna take it and respond to it, and hopefully in a decent way, a decent manner, and going about my day. Joining the Discord is a great thing to do. If you're new, a lot of good information. Ask questions. Yes, you can ask all your questions in the Discord group. There's a ton of people in the Discord group to where we'll answer your questions if you can. Hopefully, I can get to it. I know over this holiday, break, I was kind of distant a little bit. Typically, that's the case with a lot of family time events for me. Is Dogecoin still a good buy? I think Dogecoin can still make a decent sized move, but I don't think it's a buy to where you're going to expect so much more, unless they implement something to where they decrease the supply. But that's not the case. They're increasing the supply every year. I don't think it's dead. I just think it will, the price will be less and less as years go on, because they're increasing the supply by 5.2 billion every single year. And if you're looking for that to stay at a level, let's say this was at uh $5.2 billion market cap, right? Or let's say a $1 billion market cap. If they're adding on 5.2 billion every year, if this had to stay at $1 billion market cap, you're adding on $5.2 billion to that market cap every single year. Do you know what I mean? If it was at a level of a dollar, right? So that's just the comparison. Obviously, Dogecoin, I don't think um, will get to that level. I think it will push up, and we'll see it to where you can double and triple your money if that's what you're looking for. But it's just so difficult to see anything that has billions of supply and not have a burn in order to take things off the table. Um, and see them get to higher and higher levels based on market cap. Take the beginning of the original video and loop it. I mean, I could do that, yeah. But I want to explain why I'm creating a new video because there's a lot of people that don't watch my live streams. And I would like to basically say, hey, this is why this is happening. Um, Go from there. I mean, I can do that if you guys want that. I need the collective group to say that they do want that because I can always take the original video, uh, trim it up to take out all the music stuff, and then just replay um, the video. Uh, I don't know how to burn it. So yeah, I already burned some SHIB, and I think everybody doing their part is great if you want to. If you hold less SHIB, there's no reason for you to do that. I know we have 1 million plus SHIB holders, but there are people that hold less than. There are some people that hold less than 1 million, and there's a lot of people that hold less than like 10 million. There's a lot of people that hold less than that, just to get some skin in the game, right? You put $5 in there, it's just to get some skin in the game, which can get you a decent amount, but again, it's just to get that skin in the game. Can you link the burn wallet address for people like Lewis who want to burn but don't know how? So yeah, I have the burn address. I think I already have it copied too. I don't know if you I can well, I can actual burn wallet. And if you're going to do this, you want to copy this. I know there's a bunch of different like addresses here, and sometimes people get confused with the addresses. They go in here and they're like, oh, you know what? I'm going to go into this address and send it to this. And these are not the address. These are the from address. This is the to address. And the way that you know that is always it's going to this address. So look at that. And if it matches this, then you'll be able to copy that. So I'll send this exact um, link right here into the chat. Um, if you wanted to do it. But I'm not suggesting that you go out and do it. If you want to, pin this. Is there a way to find out how much is bought and how much is still outstanding? I don't think there's a way to understand exactly how much is held, but I know at a lower price, if you're looking at a lower price, you're not looking at a crazy high amount that's being held, right? You're probably looking at a lower amount that's being held out of the total supply because if people are holding like the whole supply, you're going to see this price skyrocket, right? You're going to see the price stay up there and be up there, but people are not holding everything. You have coins that are out there free that can be bought very easily, and it's trillions of coins. I would think that we probably only scratch the surface in the amount that we're buying. We have 1.1 million SHIB holders, and I would think that we probably even haven't even scratched the surface, and we're looking at like I don't know 2 trillion or 3 trillion that we actually bought. Uh, I don't see a crazy amount that we've been buying because if you think about it, if everybody bought all the coins and we all held all the coins, which will not happen, so don't think it will, then we'll see a price skyrocket to a ridiculous price. It's kind of like what you think about with Squid Coin. So many people were buying Squid Coin, but nobody could sell it. So while it was increasing, you had so many people that were holding it, and while nobody was able to sell it, the holders just continued to go up. The amount that was held continued to go up. So it went to a crazy market cap. Like I think it was, I don't know, hundreds of trillions or something, or like 2 trillion or something. It went to a crazy high market cap, and then all of a sudden tanked when the massive whales decided to sell the position. So um, that's what would happen. It would get to a crazy high market cap, then a whale would sell, and it would drop it down hard. So I hope I can get more shit, man. Yeah, I'm taking my time. So whether I get to 100 million now or I get to 100 million in 2 weeks, taking my time. 5 million dollar. Yeah. Again, I think if you're hoping for $1, look, you don't need to sit here and say it's going to get to $1 tomorrow or the next day or the next year. It could happen in 10 years, right? And 10 years for you to have $5 million, that's still amazing. For you to gain $5 million off of 10 years, probably off of a low investment, low risk, high reward, it would be amazing. However, I would guarantee that you have 5 million coins. If it gets to a level to where you have like 100,000 or $500,000, most people are going to end up pulling out of their position. And I understand the thought process is like, oh, you know what? I'll wait it out. But if you've been waiting a long time and finally have seen Shiba Inu take off, and now it's getting to a level slowly but surely, it's getting to a level to where you love where it is, you're going to probably sell the position or sell some of it and then put that investment money into other areas because you never know what could happen. So for me, I'm going to keep this in there as long as I possibly can. But I told you throughout time, I'm not going to sit here and wait for it to just get to only $1. That's why I'm looking to shorten the timeline, and I think it can get there. But halfway there is probably more of the mark because you're going to have a bunch of people that sell at 1 penny, at 5 pennies, probably at 20 cents, definitely at like 50 cents or so. But you're going to see more people sell at about 70 to $1, right? You're going to see a lot of people that sell at those levels. And when you do see that, I'm probably going to be out of there. Most of my investment is going to be out of there, but then you're going to have millions that are still in there. So if it does get to $1 or even further than that, I'll always hold some. Just know that even when it gets to $1, I still will hold like 1 million, 2 million, maybe even 10 million coins, right? Just because I know what it can get to. And if I've already pocketed millions out of it, it makes no sense to try and get, I'm getting, I guess, greedy, but it makes no sense to just, sell everything I have there because it's still the unknown of where it's going to get to. So I'll sell at different points and I can go through an exit strategy with you guys if that's the case, but that's a long time from now. So it really doesn't make sense. Have you sold any SHIB? And if so, did you have trouble cashing out? I haven't sold any SHIB, like sold it for US dollars. No, I haven't. Um, but or I guess USD. I would imagine there's not any trouble right now. And there wouldn't be any trouble. The only time you would have trouble is if the exchange shuts down or if let's say Robinhood obviously with exchange problems. So it would mainly be exchange problems that would have an issue because there's so much liquidity with Shiba Inu because there's so many coins that are out there. You can sell your coins, there will be no issues there. You can buy coins, there's no issues. Every time you buy coins, it's filled automatically. Like there's no waiting period. You may get filled at different spots, like literally like 0.000000 like one plus or minus one of a change, but it's not going to be that big of a difference. I haven't had any issue, but I'll be offloading SHIB long before it hits $1. I wish y'all y'all luck on the way to $1. Yeah, again, you're going to offload everything that you have because the way that I play any type of investment is I'll buy a bunch. So say I buy $1,000 worth, and let's say it's 10 million coins, right? Um, I buy 10 million coins. It gets to a level to where I'm comfortable. Maybe I gain one of my profit targets, maybe $500,000. That's where it's at. I'll take out $100,000. So I'll basically take out 2 million coins and put that into other investments that I believe can make as well. And now I have 100 times my investment there, and I'm happy with that, right? But I still have $400,000 that's left in there. Now that can come back; it can make any moves I want, but I already profited 100 times my investment. So now, as this does run or create future value, because I do believe in the coin, I will continue to hold it until it gets to another level, maybe $1, right? Now I have, let's say, $8 million that's there, right? Now I'm going to take out a $2 million. I'm going to take out $2 million. well, now I'm going to be able to take that $2 million and put it into other investments while I still have $6 million left in there. So it makes sense to take out portions rather than taking out all, because if you believed in the position at all throughout time, I feel like you can see more and more value as time goes on. Because I think that's the mistake a lot of people made with Bitcoin is they saw Bitcoin at like $600 and they were like, oh, it's never going to get higher than this. And then they ended up selling all of it when you had some smart people that sold half of it, right? Or sold, two or three, right? And then now they're sitting on kind of a gold mine here, while Bitcoin's at $50,000. So it totally makes sense for you to do something like that. Guys, we have 248 people here. Guys, hit the like button. Get me up to 250 likes. That would be amazing. But again, if you guys are new here and you were coming back to see if I did burn the coins, to see if it did go through, let me actually refresh this. So it takes a while to actually go through. I know the last time it took like maybe a couple of hours. So it is complete. So we go back to the burn wallet. Hopefully we should be able to see this. Let's refresh this. And we should be able to see, here we go, 1.5 million Shiba Inu. It was either this one or this one. Or no, it's this one right here. Yeah, 1.5 exactly, because that's what I did. I would have to check out the actual wallet. Yeah, this is it. 1.5 million. So I burned off the amount that we had in the analytics, which is not a lot. But again, if you guys are new, I'm basically delisting this video and I'm creating another one because the issue is with the RPM. The RPM is only $2 per 1,000 views, and it's because I had music playing and a majority of the video was music, so they classified it as a music video. But if I go into like different information, let's say a different SHIB video, maybe this one, what you're going to see here in revenue, and I may be getting in trouble for pasting this, but you're looking at $10 per 1,000 views. So literally a video that got 3,000 views got just as much money as that one, right? So let's we got to reassess this, reevaluate the whole entire thing, and create the video and make sure that it's set up as a finance video so that we can actually see this burn off hundreds or thousands of dollars every single month. That's what I'm looking for. So again, I'm trying to help out the overall situation and have a burn video to where it's not affecting me, it's not affecting you, it's affecting, wow, Lewis, wow, thank you for that super chat. It caught me by surprise. A lot, Jesus Christ. So thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Again, I'm gonna create this new burn video, and we're gonna burn thousands of dollars. Hopefully, we can burn tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and then we can see, that grow from there. But that definitely caught me by surprise. Thank you, Lewis, for that. I appreciate that a lot. But yeah, I think we're set up good, and I delisted that video, so we will create that video and go from there. Currently, the price of SHIB is at 3,300. Let me look at this closer. Yeah, it's still at 3,300. We're gonna see that we're down about 2.3% on Shiba Inu, but I did want to talk about some other positions that were here. And just talk about some other plays that I talked about. Now, my account here, my Coinbase account is up to $8,000, and it's mainly because of Cosmos. If you haven't seen Cosmos, it's really been running lately. I talked about this at $25, and no way did I expect that it would get to this level by now. You know what I mean? Like it was like a week. It's like a week and a couple of days. And it went from $25 up to $40 now. So that would have been a massive return if you did put money into there at that level that I talked about it over on Patreon. So I know Algorand made a move, but not as much of a move as you see with Cosmos. I'm really excited to see where that is and how that is growing. So it's getting closer and closer. Obviously, I'm looking at that account. I was going to say, what the hell? $16,000, but that was my overall account before I moved it to Coinbase Pro, then started building up the interest account. But let's look at Cosmos closer. and we're going to see and look at the all-time highs and where it was, and it's getting closer and closer to these all-time highs. So is it going to resist? There's a possibility that you could see a strong resistance from it and get down to a level of 21, especially since everything else is pulling back. So will I make a move out of it? It's tough to say. Right now it's at $40. I think 40, it looks like 43 and 44 are a level of resistance, and you could possibly see a lot of people pulling out of that project. Now, if I'm going to pull out of it, I'll probably pull out half just so that I can invest more at the low and then watch it grow again. So that's probably going to be the case. You have to buy on actually if you want to buy from other people. I would like to know as well. I grade videos. What? How to purchase coins that are I don't know, to buy on. I just read that. You should have bought some more Cosmos. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't. I was buying some other things, and also I think those did play out well. Especially with FarmCoin and now I'm buying more Shiba, so I feel like those will play out well. But yes, Cosmos definitely was a lot. Again, I'm probably gonna take a little bit of profit today, and uh, if it does continue to run, I'll still have some skin in the game. And if it doesn't, then obviously I can put more money in at the bottom. Thank you for becoming a member here, Alex Mack. I appreciate it. It does help me out quite a bit when you do become members, and I can go to members only and all that stuff. But not today. Not going to members only today. I want to stay, talking to everybody, having the questions out there, especially when it's related to the burn video that we have. Figured I'd Yang, been watching for a while now. Well, thank you, thank you. I'm glad you were watching for a while and you took your time and joining the group. And yeah, I think it's a great group of people. And what we do, I mean, typically we close it down for members only, and everybody can ask the questions that want to ask. But thank you. I don't want to mispronounce your name, so I'll just say Yang. Thank you for joining as a member. I appreciate you as well. Uh, you have socials. Thank you. Yeah, no problem, Yang. Only Twitter, talking back and forth. Uh, hey Matt, just wanted to let you know that Claybro and I were talking about you on the stream way back when you made that video, super chatting AMC stream. Um, People haven't forgot your kindness. Much love. Well, thank you for even mentioning my name. And I stop by his streams once in a while. I watched one of his streams I think yesterday for like a couple of minutes. And he's a great guy. I'm not a person that loves to collab with anybody, but I will definitely let you know when people seem like they're legit and they're sincere and they care about their community, and he's one of them. So I appreciate you bringing my name up and you guys even talking about me. Uh, Matt, we're gonna be millionaires, man. I know we are. Um, I've had so many chances to do so. I'm just, I think what we do in our household is we spend money differently. So we can't, we figured we can't take the money with us when we die. And I want Harper to be able to, Harper and Hayden, be able to learn how to build their own wealth. And the only thing that I'm going to build for them is their 529 accounts. That's pretty much it. Everything else on them to build. I want to give them the knowledge to be able to build wealth for themselves, but I don't want to give them everything. Because if I do that, then they're just going to expect everything from everybody. And I've seen people that, crash and burn, where they were given everything in life and then all of a sudden it was taken away from them. Maybe their parents were taken away from them or whatever, and now they don't know how to fend for themselves. Now they're raised in a different environment and they know nothing but the life they once known, right? So uh, you have to teach them things. Have to. What's a 529 account? It's basically something that's set up for their education. So I put money into 529 account. It grows as long as I'm putting it. Well, actually, it automatically gets introduced fund that grows by a certain percentage. And right now, it's growing by about 26%. And as long as they use it on educational purposes, which actually has a broad definition, um, you basically get tax free. So uh, that's basically what a 529 account is. It's great for children. A lot of times you get state benefits from it if you get it under that state. I like to do it through Fidelity, so I'm actually not getting state benefits. It does suck, but the growth is just ridiculous compared to other. So that's why I'm doing it. Do you invest in index funds? Yes, I do. I try and invest in long-term positions. I have a lot of long-term positions. It's only a small portion of my portfolio, and who's to say that I'm not a millionaire right now when it comes to long-term investments? However, when it comes to short-term investments, I'm trying to build these short-term investments up so that I can fund more long-term investments. You know what I mean? So I can literally, I want to find something that's going to be more long-term, short-term at the same time. I want to invest $1 million easily into an index fund and be able to gain about 10% and live off that interest. That's what I want to do. But that's not the case right now. It's invested in multiple places, whether it's a 401k, a Roth IRA. I have individual long term investment accounts as well. And it's going well. It's just the short term accounts I want to grow to a lot more. Yeah. You should really trim down. Uh, wait, wait, I should really trim down how I spread out my money. Becoming a member is only 99 cents. Yes, it is. It's very cheap. I make it very cheap so that we can have a community, a bigger community, not a crazy high community to where, everybody is willing to spend 99 cents, but the people that are interested in this community and continue to grow the community and want to become moderators or, you know, um, have a future in investing, then yes, this is what this community is all about. I think we would like to see yeah, I mean, I can give you that long-term stuff too, but it's kind of mixed. It's a mixed bag. So I really can't do it. I can give you information on some of that, like what I would invest into, um, and go from there. But that's the only place that I will not be transparent on. But I will be transparent on everything else. See the thumbs up? Take the cursor button and hit it. Hit it. Hit it. Yes, yes. All you have to do is hit that like button. We have 253 people here. Hit the like button. We have 177 likes, which is still good. I'm really excited that we're over 150. Would love to get to 200. But yeah, any thoughts on Gala? The way that we were looking at Gala, way back when. I don't really know where they're at now because I haven't looked at them. I was trying to look up some newer investments that were a lower market cap. Now, being at a $3 billion market cap, from what I just saw, it's not that bad at all. Seeing a $7 billion or 7 billion circulating supply, typical hold time of about 20 days, popularity of 32, 32nd. You can see here the history shows that it was up to a level of 73 cents before decreasing. This is what always happens. You're going to see that decrease, and then you're going to see a little bit of a rally based on people thinking that it's oversold. When you know that the rise was just too fast. It rose too fast. Now, I think this will find a low. It just doesn't look like it has found that low yet. We haven't seen a trend reversal yet because the way that this is running downward, we're creating lower highs, lower lows every single time. And that's not something we want to run into. That's not something we want to see, constantly. So if I look over a month, we're going to see that create that low from or that high from 63 decrease down to 41. You're seeing that increase up to 54. So it looks like it's a good maybe swing trade position if you find it at one of these lows of like $40 40 cents and get out at about 50 cents. You can see a decent sized swing trade out of it. But am I looking for anything long term? Not now. I know the entire crypto market's going to run, so I would expect this to go way higher than where it was, even all time high. So no matter where you invested in at, I think it will increase higher than that. However, I think just to understand investing, you're not always going to have that scenario. You're not always going to have a situation where all crypto is going to run because of the fact that we're just in a bull run and everything follows each other, right? That's what we're going to see soon. But then eventually, the tides will turn, will change, and you're going to see that we're going to have things that are increasing, some things that are decreasing heavily, some things that are over here increasing, and other things that are decreasing heavily. So it's going to be something completely different than what we're normally seeing, what we usually see, and you're not going to be able to predict that. So right now, I think it's predictable, swing trade wise, and that's what I think about Gala. Now, when it gets into use cases, I don't know much about it, but yeah, I buy Loop Ring twice a month. If I have Loop Ring, I'm holding 1,000, and I'm gonna sit on that 1,000. Matthew Perry, you the guy from Friends, right? Not really, not particularly. No, I'm not him, but I do get it a lot. I that's how I get remembered in like interviews and all that stuff. When I go on interviews, it's always like, oh, this is not the Matthew Perry I expected. Like I bet that's that's the first thing you say. So yeah, it's always a way to I get remembered, and it's an easy way to be remembered. I hate that that's the way because I want to make a name for myself. But yeah, I happy to back watching the channel. Yeah, I am. I'm a person that loves Shiba Inu right now, especially, and just because there's so much popularity behind it, and I think there's so much promise, so much potential that we could just see this thing go to heights that people get to. Penny, a dollar. I know people keep mentioning it, but eventually the community on YouTube is going to like dissipate a little bit regarding Shiba Inu and more towards like overall investing, crypto investing and stock market investing and whatever other type of investments you can get into, whether it's real estate or anything like that. Which I'm not a real estate professional. I don't know anything about real estate. Um, I may know a little bit, but I would probably put real estate or just out in person. I know some people that know some, but I don't really know much. Eventually, I will once I do get some income properties and all that stuff. But right now, it's not a place to be for me, at least to be buying. Uh, for anybody to be selling, you're gaining a ton out of it. But yeah. Um, so let's see here. You think 3 cents is very possible? I think 3 cents is definitely possible, but the timeline is probably shorter for 3 cents. Well, it was a lot shorter for 3 cents than it is for a dollar. Um, but it just depends on what they do. 2022, right? We know that a burn is coming, system level burn, in order to enter the metaverse or to um, you know gain more interest and increase demand and all of that. Um, However, we don't know how much that will be, right? If it's 50%, that's freaking amazing. And it will create, um, I don't know, a trickle effect of, people burning some coins as well. But that should raise the price a hell of a lot if it decreases by 50%. And we'll see that lose a zero very, very quickly. So yeah, it's definitely possible for me. 5 to 10 sounds right, unless it rockets sooner. Yeah, how long do you guys be get 100 million for like 5 to 10 years? Yeah, I think 100 million. I think that shortens the timeline. It depends what you want to get out of it. If you are actually going to hold for 5 to 10 years, but if you see your account value all of a sudden now it's at $1 million, what are you going to do with it? I mean, to tell you the truth, the point of investing is to make money from it. Is to create like generational wealth and all of that stuff. So it's you have to think like other people would think. You can say, hey, you know what? I'm going to hold Shiba Inu for 5 to 10 years, but in the second year, your account value gets to $1 million. Well, what are you going to do with it? Most people would probably sell all of it, maybe even 75% of it. Um, Others would probably sell half of it, and others would sell a small portion of it. I'm going to be one of those people that sells a small portion of it because I know I want to gain millions out of it. And I know I can do so much with that $1 million. However, I know that once you do sell, if it does happen in this next year, it could be a short term gain that you would get, or it could be a long term gain, which you would pay less taxes on. Right. So I'm looking for this to be a long term gain. So the short term gain will be $100,000. Long term gain will be 2 million. Right. Um, and then we can obviously go from there and see how that's going to go. But I'm going to basically pull out a small portion of it. That's me. I have 1.3 million Shiba Inu. Uh, that's time to add more, or is the price will go down and buy lower? So I think this is definitely a level to where we're seeing a massive amount of consolidation. So if I go back to, let's go to a massive amount of consolidation. And that's why I'm thinking that this is going to be a strong holding price, or not just this price, but around 3,000, a little bit above 3,000. So you could see here, it bounced off at 3,200, leveled out at 33, went up to 34. You do see those levels there. Now, I don't necessarily see it pulling back hard, unless they add on the the final 40 trillion supply into the circulation, into the circulating supply. Um, so that's still the unknown. Is it can go down based on them adding into the circulating supply. Which, if I was thinking about it as a developer, as a founder, or whatever, I wouldn't add that on until you actually saw a price increase. You saw people, let's say they decrease the supply, right? They decrease the supply by 50%. Well, now you're going to see the price skyrocket because they decrease the supply by 50%, but they add on the 40 trillion supply. So it's essentially they don't decrease it by 50%. It's more like 40% overall, but the price already saw a jump. So they increase the supply at those prices, do whatever they wanted with that supply, and pocket a ton of money out of it. Then that's where you start to see the massive move because they have no supply left, right? They have 100% of the supply in circulation. So with that variable, it's really unknown to say whether it's going to decrease in value unless a lot of people started to sell. But you're seeing the typical hold time go up. So I would say it's going to hold somewhere around this $3,000 to $4,000 level until, or 4,000 level, until we see a massive jump based on a burn or just FOMO pumping, I guess. If it makes it to a bit, family will be very happy. Yeah, but like I said, just know that it will take its time. And when it does take its time and you see it hit certain levels and stay at those certain levels for a little bit, you're going to start to, it's going to start to burn a hole in your pocket. You're going to be like, well, is this going to come back? Is it going to, like, am I going to lose everything? What's going to happen here? And you're probably going to end up selling everything. No offense to you or to anybody else. That's just what happens. And it's understandable. I've done it. And I've learned from it. And I decided that I've had a situation where I sold 75% of my investment and kept the last 25 just in case it did come back, which it did. So then you end up putting money back in there. But the point is that you notice that there's levels to this. There's levels that you can do this. So for say my mistake, right? Gitcoin, right? I invested at Gitcoin at $7.01, I think it was. Yeah, $7 or something like that. Um, then I saw it increase to about 14. I missed an opportunity because it came back down to a level of $8, right? I bought more. And then I bought more. It went up to a level of $14, came back again. I was like, it's not going to burn me again. It went up to a level of $14, stayed there for a little bit. I sold at a little bit under 14. Didn't sell everything, sold 300 of my 400 that I had there. And then the next maybe 2 hours, it skyrocketed to 28 or 29. So I learned something a little bit. So I kept something in there and understood that I could have gained a lot more. However, I took out too much. I probably should have taken out half and then saw it rise and then take out another 100. That would have been the smart thing to do. Or take out 100 and take out another 200 then, just in case, right? But I wanted to take out my initial investment plus a little bit of profit, which I took out $2,000 profit, $5,000 I took out overall. Or sorry, no, I invested $2,000. I took out $3,000 worth, and then moved on from there. But with FarmCoin, I did the exact opposite. So I took out 20, 20 shares or 20 coins, which ended up being $5,000. And then I still had 30 in there. So I didn't take out half. I took out less than half. I took out basically 40%. And that's the way that you have to do it, because as it goes lower, you buy more, you can get more coins for that same amount that you had, and then watch it skyrocket to the same price it was, right? So, morning, have you looked at Zelda, 60% liquidity locked, pays back, and creators are locked in for a few months to start before selling? No, I haven't looked at it. I'll have to look at it more, but it sounds like it has some sort of a process, but I always like to have some sort of a pushback. People hate me because I play devil's advocate on a lot of things, and I question too many things. But I'll have to look into it, and I'm just tired of all like the kind of the knockoffs of things. So we are looking at only 600,000 supply, and the current price is 3 cents. That is insanely low. Insanely low. However, I need to know more about the selling. If people are locked in. Let me see. 60% liquid locked. Often a little. Creators are locked in months start before. Creators are locked in for a few months before they start selling. Does that mean we're not going to actually see a price increase or the massive increase that we want to see until months later, until they actually have the ability to sell? But people aren't locked in. Creators are locked in. Right? People are good to sell whenever they want, but creators are locked in, right? Is there any type of hidden code or something that keeps people locked? Because it looks decent. It's up 197%. Right? It looks decent. 3 cents, seeing 600 million. I don't know why I said 600,000. 600 million supply. It shows a lot of room to grow, because that would be a very low market cap. The fully diluted market cap is 18.9 million. So it shows a lot of promise to grow from there. So I don't know. It seems legit based on just the information here, but you have to look in more. And by the time you actually look in more, the price may increase even more. So we'll see. Has anybody else seen this position? How many e-news are there now? There's so many e-news. I don't know. I really don't know. That he plays devil's advocate. Joke. Hey. Uh, uh, oh, I do play, I do play devil's advocate, and there's someone here saying devil's advocate. Yeah, that's actually their name. So that's funny, hilarious. It is. All right, so it's 9:06. Guys, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Again, we burned off 1.6 million Shiba Inu. I'm gonna create another video soon and post it, and it's gonna be that burn video that everybody can go and watch, and it should basically create it should be $10 per 1,000 views, hopefully a little bit more than that. But I will put that out there, and you guys just need to get the word out, get it to as many people as possible, and then we can figure out how far that will grow and how much we will burn. Because again, it's not costing me any money. It's costing me maybe 8 minutes of my time or maybe 30 minutes of my time to try and post a video and get it all right. And it's not wasting any of your money, any of my money. It's literally just taking money we get from a video and burning off Shiba that we can lower the amount of supply, increasing the demand, increasing the price. So again, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Definitely check out my Discord group if you guys want to. Link is in the description. Also check out my Patreon, which essentially is the same link, as well as my Profit Apparel merch if you guys are interested in buying any t-shirts or any clothing and all that stuff. But I'm gonna get out of here and I will catch you guys in the next video.